missing my sister and best friend. One morning, I found you in eternal sleep. I tried to wake you as I began to weep. But all my pleas you could not hear. Oh, if I could have only kept you here, away from the voices of those who went before, who beckoned you to come to the distant shore. I find it so very hard to believe that you have gone and I must grieve. I call out your name, you answer not. And I look for you in every familiar spot. Everything seems so strange and surreal. I ask every day, is it a dream or not, or real? Where are the soft brown eyes of affection? Where is the laughter and talk of childhood reflection? Where is the loving care when I was sick or sad? Where is the generous soul for which I was glad? Where is the forgiving and understanding heart? Where are the bonds that were there from the start? I miss all the little ways you showed you cared, for there were so many good moments we shared. Looking back on my life's assorted scenes, I realized you taught me what love truly means. You were my trusted confidant and best friend, on whose loving support I could always depend. I look at your smiling face in all my photos. Memories flood my mind as I touch the mementos from the happy times you and I have had, but now this brings tears and make me sad, where the time together went by in a wink. Life was not as long as we'd like to think. Sometimes memories bring comfort and make me smile, but there are times when grief takes over for a while. Friends offer gentle words and prayers to console and tell me what has happened to your loving soul. Can it be true what they say of time healing grief? Is it enough when they say death has given you relief? Can we believe what others say of a better place, where our beloved ones rest in God's warm embrace? I should be happy you're free of pain and sorrow. And rejoice that you always have tomorrow. How can I then be so heartbroken and selfishly cry? Return to me from that peaceful place where you lie. Now I look down at your name on a cold hard stone that says little of the loving light you have shown. Tells nothing of the wonderful person you were, and only serves to remind me of the painful loss I endured. But I know your kind soul wants no tears or pain. Instead, you'd want warm memories and love to remain. Although I cry and stand grief-stricken by your grave, I promise not to forget the loving memories you gave. But still, I miss you so very much, my sister dear, and your caring words I once again long to hear. My heart's only solace is one day I will see you as before, beckoning me to come join you on that white distant shore.
Canada 10 years ago. We undertook this big change in life, moving from other countries here, I'm sure like many of you, and at the time I wasn't too sure of myself and what this world had in store for me, and I never really had a whole lot of confidence in myself, and it's like, oh, I have to look for a job, and it's like, oh man, it's going to be, you know, I just uprooted myself, moved all my stuff here, and so anyway, Ray was working with Lloyd and Kathy, and so I met them and their friends, and met Evelyn along the way. And the first time I met her, I was like, wow, who is this person? She's like, you know, she's like so positive. And after like talking to her for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I thought I could do anything. She always had, she was like, well, you could do this, you know, you could go to school, you could study and you could good experience doing this, well then you could do this and this and this. And I was like, wow. I was like, man, I really could, you know. She just had this, she was like a force of nature in many ways. And so it was my pleasure to know her and to have her sort of ease help me to get some confidence and ease my way into starting a new life. That's all.
I met Evelyn back in 1999 in Melbourne, Australia. Sorry. I had all these speech planned anyway. Well, back in Australia, I was studying MBA and she was taking up masters in finance. There were very few graduate students, Pinoy graduate students in Melbourne. So we always had plans, get-togethers, picnics. I knew her back then as somebody who cooked so well, who brought good food at potlucks, and had this weird Brazilian boyfriend. He had this curly hair. He couldn't speak English. He would hang up wet clothes on the top of our building. So people talked, but Evelyn just shrugged it aside. She didn't care. And then a year later, I came back to the Philippines. And I was scuba diving with friends at Puerto Galera. And lo and behold, I saw her there with Dan. And that was when I first met Dan. And then we got together and we realized we were both moving to Canada. And of the big, vastness of Canada, we were both planning on going to Toronto. So she said, when you get to Toronto, let's hook up. So that's what we did. Almost a year later, when I moved here to Toronto, I saw her again. And she introduced me to Kathy, Cloyd, Jean, Rachel. I met everybody through her. But then she said, oh, I'm not staying long. I'm going to Madrid. I'm taking my PhD. I said, PhD? Yeah, in finance. I said, but don't worry, I have friends. Hang out with them. And by the way, you may or may not know. Evelyn, when we were in Australia, she had a scholarship. And in Madrid, she got a scholarship too. So she had this great idea of applying to, all sorts of scholarships, all different countries. And she did. That's what she did. And she made it sound so easy. But I don't know anybody who could go from one scholarship to another, different countries. So she was amazing that way. But before she left, before she moved to Madrid, she said, why don't you try online dating? So she taught me everything she knew about online dating. She gave me cool tips like, oh, never ever meet them, anywhere else but a coffee house. So when you have coffee, you could cut it short like that, or you could move it along, if you really like them. Anyway, because of that, I met my husband. And now we have 2 kids. In fact, my youngest is Evelyn's goddaughter. So anyway, I just want to say that Evelyn changed my life. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have known my dear friends here in Toronto, and I wouldn't have met my husband. So she was one of the strongest, bravest, and smartest women I know. Her passing leaves such a hollow in my heart. So Mary, wherever you are, it well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say this before we part. So much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint in my heart. And now, whatever way my story ends, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea. Like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Hi, my name is Murat. I knew Evelyn since 2003 when I came to Canada, and I was walking on the streets like an absolutely lonely and lost person. I didn't know anyone. I couldn't find any or so many friends and some meaning in this place. And in one of the career counseling sessions, I met lots of people, and to be honest with you, I just absolutely don't remember and even didn't notice any one of them. The only one person who stood up for me was Evelyn. She had this very strange, natural magnetism, and like you look at the crowd and you all of a sudden see one person, and that's what she was. Needless to say that she I would say I didn't have lots of great expectations about Canada, and I actually, like, my first impression was fairly negative. I was just thinking how to run away from here. She always had this like internal, I almost can feel it, internal smile and some vision, like if she was able to see the past and the future and whole universe at the same time, and she somehow, very strangely, slowly found a purpose for me and found a place for me in this country. So she introduced me to some people, and surprisingly, through one of these connections, I found my future wife, and I had two little beautiful girls. So essentially, anything and any meaning I have in this country, and perhaps I will ever have, is a gift from Evelyn. So she has been a very dear friend. She will ever be, and I cannot. I don't know how to express it. I cannot feel that she is absent from this world, because she is with me. She will always be with me, and I deny to believe that she is gone. And one day I just believe that we will meet again, however, whatever place it is.
Friends with Evelyn for a long, long time. We met in Madrid in that fly-by-night language school where she was doing graduate studies. And I saw, the first thing I saw when I was in that classroom was this tall Asian woman walking in confidently and sitting beside me, and we just started to chat very naturally. And then she told me, "You're Canadian, you're from Toronto? My sister lives in Toronto." And then that started the best of all friendships. It was an amazing ride. She was a force of nature. She was positive. She saw the good in everyone, and she just moved with that. And she brought the best in everyone. She brought the best in me, pushing me, challenging me, and she had such an influence in my life. It was, I can't begin to tell you. It was, and to have been able to count her as a friend is a blessing that I will cherish forever. And to me, she's not gone, because I always hear that voice. You know, that will stay with me. And thank you for inviting me.
I consider Evelyn
She is my daughter-in-law. Siya yung babaeng malakas ang loob. Siya yung tumulong sa amin para makarating sa kanya. Siya yung fill up ng mga application namin. Siya rin yung gumawa ng mga resume ko para pumasok sa trabaho. Mahal na mahal kasi para ko na rin siyang anak. Kaya nga nung nalaman kong may sakit siya, punta akong London, dinalaw ko siya. Pero nakita ko sa kanya yung lakas ng loob, kahit may sakit na siya, hindi siya umiyak. Pinapatawa pa rin ako. Sabi ko nga, bakit parang tumaas ka? Sabi niya, Mami, siguro bumaba ka. Halos gabi-gabi pinapanood ko yung sa YouTube nung siya ay inilibing. Kasi hindi ko niya makalimutan. Para ko niya siya, saan ka man naroon, inilibing. Sana makapiling ka ng Panginoon ang laking customary. I love you so much.
malilimutan. Hindi kita pababayaan. Nakaukin pa pagkailanman sa aking palad ang iyong pangalan. Malilimutan ba ng ina ang anak na galing sa kanya? Sanggol sa kanyang sinapupunan, paano niya matatalikdan? Ngunit kahit na malimutan ng ina ang anak niyang tanay, hindi kita malilimutan. Kailan may di pababayaan. Hindi kita malilimutan. Kailan may di pababayaan. Hindi kita malilimutan. Kailan may di pababayaan. Hindi kita malilimutan. Kailan may